Yes, it's a box of tea. It might not seem like a lot for some people, but it's a lot for me. But that's because I have like 1 or 2 boxes of the same tea and I gotta consolidate them, but they're not the same brand. And that bothers me because I'm a Virgo. I've got my green teas. I've got my breakfast teas. I got ones that help you. And then of course, my favorite of all, ginger turmeric. One thing I've learned in buying all these teas is that they actually make a great base for leftovers. Mad genius. This is something that has been done by many cultures all over the world. For example, in Japan, they pour green tea over leftover rice to form a dish called ochazuke. In this case, I am making orzo and chickpeas with ginger turmeric tea. To a saucepan, we are going to add 3 cups of water and bring it to a boil. We're gonna turn this on. To that, we need to add some coconut milk. It's a friend of turmeric, it's a friend of ginger. But one thing you wanna do is shake it and make sure you always buy whole coconut milk because this recipe is already very lean and we need that fat. And the reason you shake it is because whole coconut milk has a lot of coconut cream on top. You could see that. And we wanna make sure we incorporate some of that cream. Oh, and then take a whisk and just kind of mix it all up. That is looking good. We need a 1/2 cup of coconut milk into our tea. Perfect. In addition to the coconut milk, we want some fresh lime juice. 3 tablespoons. I'm not gonna measure, and I'm gonna just go ahead and squeeze it right into the saucepan. Oh my God, I caught my thing on fire. I turned on the wrong burner. Okay, all right. This is when you put the exhaust on and act like nothing ever happened. A little bit more lime juice. Like I said, we want about 3 tablespoons. Fish sauce, 5 shakes is about right for me. Give it another whisk, and we're gonna let that come to a boil. Coconut, lime juice, fish sauce. These flavors are loosely inspired by a Thai curry. That is one of my favorite things in the world, so I love to riff on it. Once your mixture is hot and it comes to a bare boil, because you don't wanna boil the coconut milk, we are going to add our tea bags. We're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it steep for about 5 minutes. And in the meantime, we're gonna get our other ingredients ready to go because 5 minutes is not very long. I have a can of chickpeas. Everyone loves chickpeas. We're gonna go ahead and drain and rinse them. Another ingredient that we're gonna need is a shallot. I'm gonna start by just cutting off the top and bottom, cut it in half, peel off the outer layer, and every now and then you cut open a shallot that surprises you with a little baby shallot. So I'm gonna go ahead and thinly slice the shallot. If while you're slicing your shallot, you start to cry, soak it in some ice cold water for about 5 minutes, and what that'll do is kind of just take the edge off and make it much more enjoyable. I'm gonna do a little bit more because I'm gonna make 2 bowls, one for me, one for you. We've got our shallot, we've got our chickpeas. The next thing that we're gonna include is orzo, leftover orzo pasta that I boiled for dinner the other night. Any short pasta will work really well for this recipe. Let's check our tea broth. Look at this gorgeous color. Looks good, it smells good. We are ready to build our dish. First things first, we're gonna add some chickpeas. A little bit to each bowl. We are going to add that leftover orzo pasta. And if you're not into the pasta, leave it out. I do wanna taste the brothy mixture. Oh my gosh, it already has so much flavor. We're gonna add 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt just to kind of help bring out those flavors. In addition to our chickpeas and our orzo, we're gonna add that thinly sliced shallot. Beautiful. We're gonna ladle some of this on here. Beautiful. To top it all off, we are going to add some cilantro, which I forgot to take out of the refrigerator. Place them right on top. You don't even need to chop them. And to add a fiery kick, we're gonna use some sambal olek, which is a chili paste that I love. Voila. All right, let's taste this. That tea has so much flavor, and the coconut and the fish sauce and the lime juice just like take it to the next level. Those chickpeas and orzo really make it a meal. I love this so much, and I'm gonna enjoy my afternoon tea.